Summit is on. The focus is even more on AI, and with this talk of AI boom, jobs going, Vinod Khosla has made a comment which has created further panic in a panic-stricken environment. In my view, not necessary. He's a well-known tech billionaire. And
Co-powered by Century Ply Club Prime. Raho befikar.
अरे टेंशन किस बात की? सेंचुरी प्रोवुड का प्रीमियम प्लस है ना, लो एमिशन है, हाई डेंसिटी है, वाटर रेजिस्टेंट भी है, टर्माइट एंड बोरो रेजिस्टेंट भी है। यानी ये है जहां नो टेंशन वहां।
प्रीमियम प्लस बाय सेंचुरी प्रोवुड। आर प्योर शाही पनीर मसाला, डिलीशियस, हेल्दी एवरीडे।
मुस्कुराए लड़खड़ाए जिंदगी, चाहे जो भी हो।
सर, पेशेंट के लिए कौन सा रूम प्रेफर करेंगे आप?
जिंदगी भर के प्यार का कोई रेट कार्ड नहीं होता। टाटा AIG हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस, विद यू लाइक फैमिली, विद यू ऑलवेज।
MDH की हल्दी मिर्ची धनिया करे कमाल, ये रंग दे, ये खुशबू दे, ये तीखा, ये कम पड़े, क्या निराला MDH मसाला।
रानी, इस घर में कुछ है जो टूटता नहीं।
ये पिलर कभी नहीं टूटेगा। रुंगटा स्टील TMT से बना।
रुंगटा नहीं तो घर स्ट्रॉन्ग नहीं। रुंगटा स्टील TMT बार एकदम सॉलिड।
आर प्योर सूजी पास्ता, उबालो मिलाओ और खाओ,
8 मिनट में तैयार।
क्या टेस्ट है, सबका राजा आर प्योर मसाला।
The AI summit is on. The focus is even more on AI, and with this talk of AI boom, jobs going, Vinod Khosla has made a comment which has created further panic in a panic-stricken environment. In my view, not necessary. He's a well-known tech billionaire and venture capitalist. He says IT and BPO services will completely disappear over the next 5 years. And then he says something as prophetic as all jobs will disappear in 50 years. Now, this is not an offhand remark. Vinod Khosla is the founder of Khosla Ventures, established 2004, deep investments in AI, sustainability, medicine, and other technologies. He was also an early backer of OpenAI, and he made a lot of money there. In other words, he's not a casual observer. He's deeply invested financially and ideologically in an AI-driven future. So it is possible that he's used overstatement to make a point that also suits his overall business interests.
मैम नीचे देखिए, नीचे
राहुल जी जनरल नरवणे ने कहा है कि वो आप गलत कह रहे हैं। राहुल जी, जनरल नरवणे ने कहा कि आप गलत कह रहे हैं। भारत से कहीं पर कब्जा नहीं हुआ। और राहुल जी, जनरल नरवणे ने कहा है कि आप गलत कह रहे हैं, गलत आर्टिकल का हवाला दे रहे हैं, भारत की जमीन पर कब्जा कर रहे हो। जनरल नरवणे ने कहा है कि आपने अज्ञात सूत्रों का हवाला दिया है, भारत की जमीन पर कब्जा नहीं हुआ। राहुल जी, आपने गलत कहा था। जनरल नरवणे ने कहा कि अज्ञात सूत्रों का हवाला।
From Asia's largest news headquarters, setting the agenda for Bharat. You're watching Republic.
Very good evening, viewers. You're watching the latest edition of Trending, and I'm Rakshita Mishra with you. Let's get started with what's lined up in this next 25 minutes. Well, we start with the BAFTA Awards as a Manipur language film. A film in Manipuri has bagged the BAFTA Award. We also get you the reaction that have come on it and several important moments from the ceremony. We shift our focus to the colonial purge that continues the rise in a hill. Lutyens' bust, Lutyens' statue has now been replaced with freedom fighter and the statesman C. Raja Gopalachari's bust. We also bring you the latest on the controversy surrounding Kantara, as actor Ranveer Singh has now moved the High Court. The court meanwhile says there cannot be any special treatment for an actor. Story number 4 on trending tonight is the situation in Iran as India issues advisory for the Indians in the country. We also bring you the latest on the operation against the drug warlord, that is El Mencho, and what's behind Donald Trump's cryptic tweet or cryptic post rather. We'll get you all that, but let's get started with the top story. So a film from Northeast India has made global history. This is a movie in Manipuri language. Film's title is Boom. It has won the BAFTA for the Best Children's and Family Film, becoming the first Indian and the first Manipuri film ever to claim the honor. Directed by debutante Lakshmi Priya Devi, the film beat global giants like Zootopia 2 and Lilo and Stitch, proving that powerful storytelling can outshine the big-budget blockbusters. Set against the backdrop of conflict-hit Manipur, Boom tells a deeply human story of a young boy's journey to find his missing father, a tale of family, friendship and forgiveness that has resonated worldwide. From a region often overlooked, we have seen that Manipur has been, of course, in the news for the unrest, but as there are efforts put in to now bring in stability, bring back the stability, we see that even the film in Manipuri is doing India proud. And as you can see, the visuals that are coming in from the award ceremony, we also bring you how the Prime Minister, in fact, the Prime Minister also posted congratulating the team behind the movie. Meanwhile, India also was shining bright with actor Alia Bhatt adding a Desi mic drop moment to the global stage, making her debut as a presenter at the 2026 BAFTA Film Awards in London. Alia opened her speech with a proud Namaskar before seemingly switching to English, celebrating the universal language of the cinema. Bilingual introduction won hearts worldwide, with fans calling it a powerful moment of Hindi representation on an international platform. From a Namaskar on the global stage to a groundbreaking film victory, India's cinematic voice is loud, proud and impossible to ignore. In fact, veteran actor late Dharmendra was also remembered at the BAFTA Awards this year. The Bollywood icon featured in the ceremony's emotional in memoriam segment, standing as the only Indian actor among the international screen legends. Tribute celebrated his 6-decade career and over 300 films, from the iconic Viru in Sholay to his late career roles that now won new generations of fans as well. And accompanied by a moving montage and a soulful performance of The Way We Were, the moment honored a star whose charisma, courage and versatility made him a global symbol of Hindi cinema. And now, onto that other trending story. In a powerful symbol of mental decolonization, the shedding of the colonial past, a colonial era figure has made way for an Indian freedom fighter at the heart of power. President Draupadi Murmu today unveiled a bust of Chakravarti Rajagopalachari, also known as Rajaji, at the Rashtrapati Bhavan, replacing the statue of British architect Edwin Lutyens, who designed the building during the British Raj. The move, announced by the Prime Minister of India, Shri Narendra Modi, is being hailed as a step towards shedding colonial symbolism and honouring India's own nation builders. And in talking about Rajaji, he was a freedom fighter, a scholar, a statesman, and the first and only Indian Governor General of independent India. He led key freedom movements, serving as Madras State's Chief Minister, and he was awarded the Bharat Ratna in 1954 for his service to the nation. Installing his bust in the former Viceroy's house marks a historic shift from colonial legacy to national pride. And in fact, joining us live is Mr. C.R. Keswan, the great-grandson of Rajagopalachari. A very good evening, sir, for joining us on Republic TV on this at this moment. And, we've seen multiple instances in the past 1 year where steps have been taken towards colonial purge, especially if you see the happenings at the Rashtrapati Bhavan, sir. And this one is another landmark moment.
Good evening to you and your viewers. First, on behalf of our family, would like to thank President Draupadi Murmuji for unveiling the bust sculpture of Rajaji, who was the independent India's first Indian head of state. And also we like to thank Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji, who had sent a very poignant message which was read out during the Rajaji Utsav, which was celebrated in Rashtrapati Bhavan. As we have seen, it has been Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji who has been rightfully restoring the glorious legacy of patriots and nationalists and freedom fighters whose selfless contributions had been completely and deliberately sidelined by the erstwhile Congress governments. We have seen how Modi ji ensured Netaji Bose was given his right due, and how Sardar Patel ji's birth anniversary is being celebrated as Rashtriya Ekta Divas, and he built the world's tallest statue for him. And Baba Saheb Ambedkar ji, who was, the Congress party tried to defeat Ambedkar ji twice. And what did Modi ji do? He created Panch Tirth and celebrated his 5 places associated with Ambedkar ji's life as centers of pilgrimage. And also his birth anniversary, 125th birth anniversary, was being celebrated as Constitution Day. So Prime Minister Modi ji, first we'd like to thank him for restoring the honor of these great patriots and nationalists, and also ensuring that a younger generation knows who really contributed for a freedom movement and how they sacrificed their lives. Before we only used to know November 14th and 19th, birth anniversaries of prime ministers, but who belonged to one family. But who knew about November 15th? The great Bhagwan Birsa Munda ji, his birth anniversary is now being celebrated as Janjatiya Gaurav Divas, and Prime Minister Modi ji was the first ever Prime Minister to visit the birthplace of Birsa Munda ji. So this says a lot. And one more thing I want to add, that Puja Rajaji would have been very happy the way in which Prime Minister Modi ji is ushering in a new India, dismantling colonial mindsets and symbols of slavery and ushering in an Atmanirbhar Bharat. I'll give you a specific example. In 1948, Rajaji was Governor General and India was faced with an acute food shortage crisis. Rajaji converted a 9-hole golf course which was used by the viceroys as a agricultural land in the Rashtrapati Bhavan. He started wheat cultivation symbolically in Rashtrapati Bhavan. He plowed the farmland himself. This is precisely what Narendra Modi ji is doing. Erstwhile Congress regime celebrated symbols of slavery. But Prime Minister Modi ji has very decisively broken this Macaulay mindset. And we are, heading towards a self-reliant India, and it will make all our great patriots so happy.
Absolutely. In fact, it is indeed a proud moment for the country, sir, and indeed a proud moment for you also as a family. So, of course, this is a moment that we all are celebrating, and very rightly point out that this is a message that has been sent to the youth of the country, and many more such messages is being expected given how the, this colonial purge is actually taking place in the recent months. Thank you so much, Mr. Keswat, for joining us on Republic TV this evening on Trending Tonight. We were shifting our focus to the other trending story, how Bollywood actor Ranveer Singh is facing trouble because of the Deva mimicry. Now, he has moved the Karnataka High Court seeking to quash an FIR filed in Bengaluru over his mimicry of a scene with alleged gestures depicting the Deva from Rishabh Shetty's Kantara 2. Now, the controversy began at the closing ceremony of the International Film Festival of India, where Ranveer, while praising director Rishabh Shetty, recreated the intense Daiva sequence on stage, as you can see on the screen. Now, what he called admiration was viewed by some as disrespect to a sacred coastal tradition in Karnataka, prompting a complaint and FIR under the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita for allegedly hurting religious sentiments. Though Ranveer later had apologized, saying there was no intent to offend, the issue has now reached the courtrooms, with the actor arguing that appreciation cannot be criminalized. The spotlight shifts from the stage to the courtroom. Ranveer Singh argues that an expression of admiration cannot be treated as a criminal offence. Meanwhile, despite repeated requests for immediate relief, the High Court refused to fast-track this hearing. And in fact, joining us live is advocate in this case, Prashant Methal is joining us on the broadcast. Very warm welcome, sir. Today the court said that there cannot be a special treatment for an actor just because somebody is superstar. And he will have to wait, I think, till tomorrow, Ranveer Singh, for this case to be heard in the court. So how do you see this? And if you could just tell our viewers what you have filed in your petition.
See, actor Ranveer Singh, what he has orally is not only mimicked the Deva. He has orally, he has said that it's a female ghost. So he has called Chaundi Deva as a female ghost. I'm the goddess Chaundi is my family deity, and I'm worshipping goddess Chamundi since from my childhood. And whatever he said, see, his wife Deepika Padukone, she is from a Karnataka coastal village. So see, whenever it's a common sense. Whenever we watch a movie, if we don't know the language, what we will do, we will read the subtitles. Okay, and we will understand. He being a big star and his wife is from Padukone village in Karnataka, don't they know that it's a goddess and it will outrage our feelings? And it's a punishable offense under section 196, 299 and 302 of the Bharatiya Nyaya Samhita. And the punishment is up to 3 years. Okay, it is not just apology is not a legal defense. Okay, so I am a complainant in this case, and now it has been subjudiced in the High Court. It's pending in the High Court, so I cannot speak more merits about this case.
Right. Right, and in fact, there has been a lot of anti-Ranveer Singh sentiments also. If we could, I think we have another guest. If we do have, I can be informed on that. Mr. Mithal continues with that. And okay, so I'm told that we only have Mr. Prashant, but thank you so much, sir, for joining us on Republic and voicing your side here on this story that we are closely tracking. Now, shifting focus to the other stories, rising tensions in Iran have prompted India to sound a safety alert for the citizens. In the Indian embassy in Tehran has urged all Indian nationals to leave the country immediately using available commercial flights, citing an evolving security situation. Now, the advisory applies to students, pilgrims, business travelers, tourists and persons of Indian origin currently in Iran. Warning comes amid fresh anti-government protests of reports of clashes between students and security forces in several cities. That includes Tehran, adding to the uncertainty that are escalating US-Iran tensions over the nuclear program. And as Washington has issued a new ultimatum and deployed significant military assets in the region, while Tehran has warned of strong retaliation if attacked, with diplomatic talks showing little progress and the security climate remaining volatile. India's advisory aims to ensure the safety of nearly 10,000 Indians believed to be in Iran. And on the other hand, Iran's university campuses are once again at the heart of anti-government protests. The fallout is now impacting the foreign nationals, as we just showed you. There's an advisory for Indians as well. There are Indian students also in Iran. Students at major universities in Tehran and Mashhad have held rallies demanding freedom, economic justice, and an end to state repression. And this growing instability, coupled with escalating US-Iran tensions and fears of military action, has prompted India to issue an advisory. In fact, we are joined by Ambassador Prabhu Dayal, who's a former Indian diplomat, and he had also served in Iran. So many thanks, sir. Very good evening to you, Ambassador. How do you weigh in this situation? These are fresh eruptions in Iran. The Gen Z, the youth have taken over the streets now, sir. And there's a lot of threat being reported surrounding the foreigners, surrounding Indians as well, sir.
Well, first of all, thanks for having me on your show. India has issued the advisory because the situation between the United States and Iran is at a critical stage, characterized by a massive US military buildup, while high-stakes nuclear negotiations are also going on in Geneva. Now, as we all know, there are indirect talks which are scheduled to be held on February 26 in Geneva. And while the Iranian President Masoud Pezeshkian has noted that there are some encouraging signals, but at the same time, the US has massed its largest military presence in the Middle East since the 2003 Iraq invasion. Now, this presence includes, of course, the USS Gerald Ford, which is on its way to the Middle East, and as also the USS Abraham Lincoln aircraft carrier. So these two aircraft carrier strike groups, along with over 100 air tankers, are there. And in addition, there is a whole array of aircraft, fighter planes, F-25s, F-35s. And these are posing a big danger to Iran. Now, Iran has warned of a ferocious response to any potential strike. And it has said that even a limited strike would be classified as an act of aggression. As I told you, there are important air deployments, but sources indicate that the US military was already prepared to strike as early as February 21. But President Trump gave Iran a 10-day timeline to respond to his proposals regarding the nuclear issues. But as I said, Iran has warned of a ferocious retaliation, and the foreign ministry has said that Iran would exercise its right of self-defense. Now, the Supreme Leader has also warned the United States that its warships could be sent to the bottom of the sea if conflict breaks out. So Iran has refortified and reinforced its nuclear and military sites. So the situation is indeed very tense, and both sides are sounding the war alarms and the drumbeats.
Ambassador Dayal, many thanks for joining us with your insights on that story. We were shifting focus to the final trending story of the night now. It's coming in from South America, that's Mexico. Most wanted truckload nemesis is called El Mencho Nemesio. El Mencho Ziguera Cervantes has been killed in a military operation in Jalisco. Now, the cartel chief was wounded during a clash with the security forces, and he died while being airlifted for treatment. His death marks a major blow to one of the world's most violent drug cartels. It has also triggered retaliatory violence that was road blockades and panic in several Mexican states. Authorities say the operation was Mexican-led with U.S. intel support. So there is admission of U.S. intelligence support. But El Mencho, if we just tell about him, who was he? He was El Mencho Ziguera Cervantes, one of the world's most wanted and feared drug lords. He was the man who built Mexico's Jalisco new generation cartel into a global narcotics empire. Born in poverty, he rose from a low-level enforcer to lead a multi-billion-dollar network trafficking fentanyl, meth, and cocaine across continents. Known for his military-style operations and extreme violence, El Mencho turned CGNG into one of the most powerful and brutal into one of the most brutal cartels in the world, earning a $15 million US bounty and a terror designation. His death in a Mexican military raid marks the fall of a kingpin, but fears remain that his legacy of violence could spark new turf wars. Meanwhile, who's thumping his chest, it seems, is Donald Trump once again. Hours after his death, Donald Trump posted a cryptic message. I quote, "We are winning too much, it's just not fair," unquote. So this post on Truth Social triggered global speculation about America's involvement after Washington confirmed intelligence support for the Mexican operation. While no direct role is confirmed, the message has fueled debate over America's hardline war on cartels and the growing US-Mexico security axis. All right, viewers, it's time to move forward and take a quick check of the trends that are running hot on social media right now. Wedding bells ringing loud as Rashmika Mandanna and Vijay Deverakonda finally make it official. The much-loved Virosh couple confirmed their relationship and announced their wedding. They're reportedly set to get married on 26th of February in Udaipur, ending years of speculation. Bollywood met big tech as Farah Khan shared laughter-packed moments with Sundar Pichai, calling it a fun, candid interaction. Farah's cheerful pictures with Sundar Pichai quickly went viral. Unexpected crossover. Internet is smiling over it. Hailey Bieber donated $20,000 to support the grieving family of Eric Dane. Donation was made through an ongoing public fundraiser for the family. Several well-known personalities have extended financial support to the campaign. The fundraiser has crossed at $300,000. The celebrities rallying behind the family. Twin tiger cubs from Tadoba Andhari Tiger Reserve have become the internet's newest obsession. The cubs were seen moving alongside their mother inside the reserve. Adorable siblings recently spotted playing in the wild and winning hearts across the wildlife and social media circles. Kash Patel was seen celebrating inside the locker room with the United States men's national ice hockey team after their gold medal triumph at the 2026 Winter Olympics. The team defeated Canada in a thrilling final, and the jubilant scenes from Milan are now going viral online. Over 1 lakh motorists will receive a toll refund after being stranded in a massive 33-hour traffic jam on the Mumbai-Pune Expressway. The Maharashtra government announced a total refund of 5.16 crore rupees. The decision comes as rare relief for commuters affected by the long gridlock earlier this month. Now, ladies and gentlemen, as we wrap up this edition, we leave you with a powerful symbol of global partnership and shared security. High in the hills of Uttarakhand, India and Japan are standing shoulder to shoulder for exercise Dharma Guardian 2026. It's a joint drill aimed at sharpening urban warfare and counter-terror skills. From heli-borne missions to house intervention drills, troops from both nations are training together, learning together and preparing for tomorrow's security challenges. This exercise not only enhances interoperability, it also reaffirms a growing defense partnership committed to peace and stability in the region. Here's the video, and thanks for watching.
Co-powered by Century Ply Club Prime. रहो बेफिक्र।
आधे बाउल दही में 4 चम्मच MDH चटनी पुदीना मसाला डाला, स्टर करो, पुदीना चटनी तैयार। MDH चटनी पुदीना मसाला।
13,000 placements last year. At Amity, we are committed to nurturing passionate, hardworking and proactive professionals.
थोड़े में ज्यादा स्वाद, यही तो है इसकी खास बात। वाओ मामा, क्या स्वाद है? अरे मेरे राजा,
मुस्कुराए लड़खड़ाए जिंदगी, चाहे जो भी हो।
सर, पेशेंट के लिए कौन सा रूम प्रेफर करेंगे आप?
जिंदगी भर के प्यार का कोई रेट कार्ड नहीं होता। टाटा AIG हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस, विद यू लाइक फैमिली, विद यू ऑलवेज।
दादी के हाथों का जादू और खुशबू से महकता घर, माँ की मुस्कुराहट और खाने की सुगंध। MDH गरम मसाला,
क्योंकि हर रिश्ता है स्वाद से जुड़ा।
अरे टेंशन किस बात की? सेंचुरी प्रोवुड का प्रीमियम प्लस है ना। लो एमिशन है, हाई डेंसिटी है, वाटर रेजिस्टेंट भी है, टर्माइट एंड बोरो रेजिस्टेंट भी है। यानी ये है जहाँ नो टेंशन वहाँ।
प्रीमियम प्लस बाय सेंचुरी प्रोवुड। आर प्योर शाही पनीर मसाला, डिलीशियस, हेल्दी एवरीडे।
The AI summit is on. The focus is even more on AI, and with this talk of AI boom, jobs going, Vinod Khosla has made a comment which has created further panic in a panic-stricken environment. In my view, not necessary. He's a well-known tech billionaire and venture capitalist. He says IT and BPO services will completely disappear over the next 5 years. And then he says something as prophetic as all jobs will disappear in 50 years. Now, this is not an offhand.
Fight this Talibani mindset. Celebratory firing epidemic. Debating tonight at 8 p.m.
Co-powered by Century Ply Club Prime. Raho befikar.
अरे टेंशन किस बात की? सेंचुरी प्रोवुड का प्रीमियम प्लस है ना, लो एमिशन है, हाई डेंसिटी है, वाटर रेजिस्टेंट भी, टर्माइट एंड बोरो रेजिस्टेंट भी है। यानी ये है जहां नो टेंशन वहां।
प्रीमियम प्लस बाय सेंचुरी प्रोवुड।
MDH की हल्दी मिर्ची धनिया करे कमाल, ये रंग दे, ये खुशबू दे, ये तीखा, ये कम पड़े, क्या निराला MDH मसाला।
मुस्कुराए लड़खड़ाए जिंदगी, चाहे जो भी हो।
सर, पेशेंट के लिए कौन सा रूम प्रेफर करेंगे आप?
जिंदगी भर के प्यार का कोई रेट कार्ड नहीं होता। टाटा AIG हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस, विद यू लाइक फैमिली, विद यू ऑलवेज।
आर प्योर सूजी पास्ता, उबालो मिलाओ और खाओ,
8 मिनट में तैयार।
क्या टेस्ट है, सबका राजा आर प्योर मसाला।
केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ रे, दिल झूमे देखो मतवारा हुआ रे। केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ।
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार। विमल, बोलो जुबान केसरी।
MDH की देगी मिर्च,
देगी मिर्च का तड़का, अंग अंग फड़का।
MDH की देगी मिर्च।
मुस्कुराए लड़खड़ाए जिंदगी, चाहे जो भी हो।
सर, पेशेंट के लिए कौन सा रूम प्रेफर करेंगे आप?
जिंदगी भर के प्यार का कोई रेट कार्ड नहीं होता। टाटा AIG हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस, विद यू लाइक फैमिली, with you always.
The AI summit is on. The focus is even more on AI, and with this talk of AI boom, jobs going, Vinod Khosla has made a comment which has created further panic in a panic-stricken environment. In my view, not necessary. He's a well-known tech billionaire and venture capitalist. He says IT and BPO services will completely disappear over the next 5 years. And then he says something as prophetic as all jobs will disappear in 50 years. Now, this is not an offhand remark. Vinod Khosla is the founder of
भारत माता की जय chants reach Pakistan. India wipes out Jaish module. Debating tonight at 9 p.m.
राहुल जी जनरल नरवणे ने कहा है कि वो आप गलत कह रहे हैं। राहुल जी, जनरल नरवणे ने कहा कि आप गलत कह रहे हैं। भारत की जमीन पर कब्जा नहीं हुआ। और राहुल जी, जनरल नरवणे ने कहा है कि आप गलत कह रहे हैं, गलत आर्टिकल का हवाला दे रहे हैं, भारत की जमीन पर कब्जा कर रहे हैं। जनरल नरवणे ने कहा है कि आपने अज्ञात सूत्रों का हवाला दिया है, भारत की जमीन पर कब्जा नहीं हुआ। राहुल जी, क्या आपने गलत कहा था? जनरल नरवणे ने कहा कि अज्ञात सूत्रों का हवाला।
मैम नीचे देखिए, नीचे
भारत माता की जय chants reach Pakistan. India wipes out Jaish module. Debating tonight at 9 p.m.
राहुल जी जनरल नरवणे ने कहा है कि वो आप गलत कह रहे हैं। राहुल जी, जनरल नरवणे ने कहा कि आप गलत कह रहे हैं। भारत की जमीन पर कब्जा नहीं हुआ। और राहुल जी, जनरल नरवणे ने कहा है कि आप गलत कह रहे हैं, गलत आर्टिकल का हवाला दे रहे हैं, भारत की जमीन पर कब्जा कर रहे हैं। जनरल नरवणे ने कहा है कि आपने अज्ञात सूत्रों का हवाला दिया है, भारत की जमीन पर कब्जा नहीं हुआ। क्या आपने गलत कहा था? जनरल कहा क्या सूत्रों का हवाला है?
मैम नीचे देखिए
From the Republic Media Network headquarters, it's time for Arnab Goswami on the debate. Arnab Goswami on the debate.
On the debate tonight, the epidemic of celebratory firing across India. At 8:30 p.m. tonight, watch in horror as the Indian Air Force personnel is attacked in Bulandshahr and Kanpur. Absolutely no respect for anyone in uniform. And at 9 o'clock tonight, a massive military